Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Quality ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Olise. Donatoni. And it's Neymar. Olise. And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free. Real chance. Chance, surely! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, a breakthrough already. He is through here. Pass is just off target. Araujo. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Neymar. Mateus. Nicely aimed pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Neymar. That's a good ball out wide. This looks promising. Chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Olise! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The less said about that pass, the better. James. That's been cut out, well played. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Raul. Now that looks a decent ball. Danger averted for now. Raul, under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Torres. Always onto this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Howson. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Fernando Torres tries to play it through. Now it's Torres. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Ball's gone out of play. Mateus. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. That is good strength. And they've got a throw. Alexander-Arnold sends it crossfield. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Neymar. And Costa. And this is Messi. Raul. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. He's through here. He's found the way through. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. It's hit the upright. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
And he's had it nicked away. Raul has been caught there, it's a foul. That's a sharp pass. Nesta with the foul. Mateus. Now this could be a chance. Plays a sharp little ball here. Spread neatly. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And that's the second half started. That has been slung wide. Pinches it off him. Mateus. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. It's a really well-measured ball. Costa. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Good ball, good take. Great vision. Mateus. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's made its way to him. That looks a good ball through. It's a promising position. Mateus' delivery.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
The attendance for this
Now it's Neymar.
61,052.
And he's onside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Yaya Toure. Mateus. Raul. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19, Olise. Coming on the field is number 7, Mbappe.
They've played it short.
Substitution.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And it's Iniesta. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And no, that was never going to make it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Costa. Iniesta. DiMarco. That has not gone well. Oh, that's superb. Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting. Chance! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Torres duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
No, he's not getting any further than that. And here's Kane. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Mateus. James. Howson cuts it out. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Nesta. And here's Eze. Kane just eases him off the ball. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, well measured. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
No foul, says the referee. There will be 4 extra minutes. Defending of the desperate variety. Kane. DiMarco. And Mateus. Last chance, perhaps. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Nesta has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Great chance here from position A1. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Owen. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He is through here. Ball comes in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Zanetti. Messi does really well to win the ball there. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Played out towards the right wing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Stojkovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Beckham. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Koeman cuts out the pass. Messi. Lofted in. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Nakata. Nakata through... It's Nakata! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Cannavaro wins the duel this time. And that is out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Messi. Abiati gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that's aimed into the middle. Crossed in again. Van Dijk gets it away. Nakata. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. And this is Neymar. Owen. Now that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And a chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. Nakata. And it's Cannavaro. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe! Beckham. Milan have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Ibrahimovic. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Donadoni. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
There will be a throw-in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. He's having a go! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Neymar. Mateus. Cross. Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mateus! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a cute ball. Shapes to shoot! Out again for a throw-in. And that's another throw. Nakata. And he cuts out the supply. And that has not gone well. And here's Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well read, nice interception. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15, numero 13, Neymar. Numero 6, numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20.
No, not quite.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Il numero 11.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Eze. Well, that is one way to stop him. Played out to the right. Eze.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nakata. It's a searching pass. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nakata. Nice control. Beckham takes a shot. He should have put that one away.
Beckham really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Beckham! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
There's the shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Eze. Searching pass he's played there. And he can clear it away. Nicked it back promptly.
Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Owen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, they've got it again. Bojan Kurkic providing an outlet on that flank. DiMarco. And the number on the board is 3. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. But Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Neymar. Mateus, and here's Neymar. It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Donadoni! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Ricci engages and forces him off the ball. Vardiol. And it's Neymar. And Donadoni. No way through, so... And he shoots! Donadoni. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Batasagi. He gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Filippo Inzaghi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And this is Inzaghi. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That was travelling. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's having a good look here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. De Bruyne! And he's lifted it over.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vardiol.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well played, well played. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Mateus. Quick look, then plays it in. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nicely spread. And the return pass. And here's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Filippo Inzaghi. Chance here to counter. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Mbappe. Showing great feet there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Costa. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Filippo Inzaghi. And it's Neymar. Vardiol. Gets a good foot in there. Great ball, and he's having a shot! De Bruyne. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's in a great position. Mbappe! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe, played out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Inzaghi. Robson. Philippe. Real chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Filippo Inzaghi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Succumbs to the pressure. Great vision. Mateus. Costa. Now it's De Bruyne. He has a look up. Oh, that was vital. Alex. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. An indecent chance! Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa. Milan looking to pass their way through. He's tried one! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Donatoni. Looking tidy in possession here. Mateus. Now it's Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Donatoni. And he's gone long. Threads one in. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is... He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13, Neymar. Numero 18.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Lasciano il campo per il
Can he get on the end of this?
Il numero
Can he
11,
finish?
Il numero 22.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Great challenge, timed to perfection. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It'll be a throw-in. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. It's a really well-measured ball. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And the pass is intercepted. Robson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Mateus. DiMarco. That's Eze. Looking for the run. Eze gets into a good position. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Donatoni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Eze proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that is expertly dealt with. Now, can they get him away? And that's been won straight back. That's a pretty loose pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Eze. Now, who's going to be first to this? Milan finding their passes. And a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
De Bruyne. Mateus. Bartesaghi. That has not gone well. Eze absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Caught offside that time.
Cambio di giocatori.
couple of changes then in quick succession. Van Dijk. Neymar. And that was very necessary. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. I think we're just about done here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. Hazard has it in a wide position. Oh, super ball! Kane! He scores! And that is goal number 20. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Numero 11.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam, the club that unites this city, the club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. We have already started here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And it's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming. Donatoni. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's in a great position here. The ball has bounced loose now. And a chance! And the ball is having a shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
And it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Bullish header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Messi powering forward here. That's good vision. And the flag has stayed down. Hazard. Good ball, good take. Mbappe. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Ajax trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Mateus. And that's gone loose. Now he's off and running. Now it's Hazard. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! Goal! Ajax! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's played through for him. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, terrible pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he's intervened well there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. Oh, no joy this time. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Passing nice and neat. Donadoni. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. He's free, he has great chance! Donadoni.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Ajax finding their passes. And Messi!
Messi really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
No way through. Alexander-Arnold. And Costa.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And here's Neymar. Passing is Chris. Shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to gift it back. Yamal. And it's half-time here. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mateus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mateus, and he skips past his man. Mateus! Oh, just wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And it's Messi, and he was quick to react. Vardiol. And it's Costa. Neymar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's come to nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's cut it out.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
The attendance for this match was 52,044.
Now it's Yamal. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Ajax, number 6, Messi. Number 97, Aubameyang. Coming on the field, number 14, Stoichkov.
Ajax claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's been taken short. Yamal. Now that looks a decent chance! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Ajax are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. So, another set play. And he's there to get it away. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Kane.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Eze. Not the most accurate pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's heaved it away. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mateus, Cannavaro cuts it out. Vardiol gets across to intercept that. And the counter is on. Played into space. Kane could try cutting inside here. Kane with the delivery.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 25.
Ajax are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Number 7, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 10.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Rijkaard. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Stoichkov. Big chance! One-on-one! Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Stoichkov with a real chance here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Stoichkov! Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Olise picks it up from the goal kick.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And they've got a throw. Time added on 4 minutes. Mbappe. Nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's been... Chance, surely! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking. And that's it. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning.